does it mean for the price of oil? I mean, we're inching towards $100. I guess, and I don't know when this ends. Whether, if we don't have an invasion and we stay in this kind of trickled, heightened security concerns, could we see 100, 105, 110 until the summer months?
I think if there is any sort of military action here, that we will quickly see prices spike, probably to $100. We saw on Friday when the US gave these startling briefings about their views of Russian intentions, of course, that Russia has played down, that oil rallied very sharply. And I think that reflects concern that this would be one of the biggest geopolitical events in years. Russia, of course, is the world's second largest oil exporter after Saudi Arabia. And while there's no guarantee that any conflict in Ukraine would limit Russian exports, it, of course, is a concern. It's worth pointing out, though, that there are other things in the background driving oil higher. Clearly, demand is very strong. Clearly, supply isn't quite catching up. So we've got this against the background of already bullish supply-demand dynamics. The one thing pulling perhaps in the other direction is Iran talks. It does seem that the diplomacy in Vienna is making some progress. And of course, if there was a deal over Iran's oil exports, that could allay some fears about the tightness of the market.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things. I think last time you were on a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about swaps, and there's, quirky places in the markets now. Dated to frontline swaps, which is one of the charts that we're looking at now, typically used to hedge or speculate on the difference between physical crude price and futures, are also going up. So is it that people are actually trying to get hold of barrels of oil in the market?
The market in the near term, right at the front of the curve, people who are trying to buy oil for the next few weeks, those markets you're talking about, Francine, are clearly signaling a tightness in the market. Now, I don't think that really reflects the geopolitical situation more than just the physical supply and demand dynamics that we've been talking about. Stockpiles have been falling around the world. People are keen to refine oil into fuels. Those refiners are willing to pay to get their hands on oil right now.